I have a philosophical question for you. Are you all familiar with Carl Jung?
Take away the mic.
Pretentious ass out of here.
Do you have any thoughts on the theory that we might all share an unconscious memory all together and that we're all pulling from something deep in our ideas? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Bad call. No, I have no idea. I don't know. I grew up in a very religious household, so it's all new to me.
Consciousness is new.
I know about the Bible. Eh.
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah. So there's, Carl Jung's theories that we as human beings who have consciousness are all pulling from a shared unconscious, that all of us have a shared ancestral historical memory. You guys think about that at all?
Yeah, think about that a lot.
You think about that?
Well, I think about philosophy a lot.
Yeah?
Every day.
Okay.
No. But, I mean, in regards to everyone being, technically, we're all human. We all are built with the same, building blocks. We have a brain. We all have a kidney. We all have human bodies, so might as well be somewhat connected in some way, like how spirituality is created by humans, religion's created by humans, a lot of it's created by humans, so, and we have connection to nature as well, and so, yeah, I think the collective consciousness is real, completely.
I think Lula might have something to say on this one.
Lula? Lula?
I have a feeling I know what you're going to say.
I was not prepared to be given the mic.
There's no pressure. We're just having a casual conversation on the radio.
I agree with Will.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lula.
I have a question about music too. So, do you all listen to music a lot, or do you listen to a lot of your own music? Or what are you listening to?
I send these people so much music that they do not listen to, and they just listen to the same things on repeat over and over again. Lula is the only person in the band that listens to the music. Logan just recently tapped in with me about a few new things, but I digress. We all definitely pull from a lot of different influences. I think there's some common threads that pass between us, but we like to stay very present with our contemporaries and all the other artists around the world.
Contemporaries.
No, I mean,
like that
I
idea.
can't name one artist, but no. Well, because there's multiple different facets of influence and vibes that I'm feeling. Joe Bonamassa, no, I'm not even going to say anything.
It's hard. It
about
is hard
that
to
on
name
the
just one artist because.
But yeah, growing up, I was raised primarily, I mean, like I was trained classically, but I also grew up going to this jazz club called the Baked Potato, and
Nice.
yeah, and now I work there. And then
Wow.
I also, like in middle school was when I kind of got introduced. Well, not even middle school, elementary school is when I joined my first band. I was originally a drummer, but I kind of grew up listening to the Dixie Dregs, Eric Johnson, the band. I was really watching The Last Waltz a lot, and then as I got older, I got into Deftones, Tool, Mike Keneally, Return to Forever, Weather Report. Just there's multiple different facets of influence, and so because of that, I mean, I listen to a lot of stuff, but there's no consistency as far as what I listen to. So
That's a pervasive trend through the band.
Yeah.
A lot of different sounds. We all listen to a lot of different things and know one very much. Like, I think there's nobody here who's like hardcore or techno or any one thing. It's very wide.
Should we name one band, as Caitlin said? One band, just one.
You speak your truth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Band you're listening to right now? What's on your heart, King? What's a new album, a new band that you're just now listening to?
A band that I recently just saw, incredible band from England, I think Brighton.
Oh, nice.
Squid. They played at the Terragram Ballroom. Fucking awesome.
Ooh.
Bought so much merch. I'm in a little bit of debt. That's fine. But Squid, especially Bright Green
Squid.
Fields, their new album, Crispy.
Thank
Cowards.
you.
Yeah.
crispy skin.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm I've been listening to this one band a lot that I've been really enjoying, Honningbane, from Norway with their album Soft Spot. Right, that might be my favorite album of the year so far.
Nice.
Norwegian like hyper post punk.
Ooh.
Yeah, Honningbane, a very very cool band.
I've been listening a lot. Well, I play with another band called Finnish Postcard, and there was an album dropped last month called Body. I listened to that a lot, and then the bass player in that band also has another band called Lonely Pirate Committee, and they have an album called Everyday Ordinary, which I think that was my Spotify most listened to bullshit thing last year. I mean, it's just
Nice.
amazing.
Thank you.
Lately, I've been listening to, well, I've consistently been listening to this, but as of lately, in particular, I've been listening to so much mathcore. I've been listening. I've been listening to The Chariot. I've been listening to Dillinger Escape Plan. I've been listening to other bands.
Mm-hmm.
Vane FM.
Nice.
Yeah, but that genre of music has consistently fascinated me because it's so like sporadic and inconsistent, and like I would love to be able to play like that, but it seems so unattainable, but I would love to be able to play like that.
Nice.
But yeah, I love mathcore.
Thank you.
You guys should send
Walk
me
right
music
into it.
because I don't. Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I think my favorite, if I had to choose one, my favorite artist of the last year or so was one that the front woman of my other band showed me, Chelsea Wolfe. I saw her live. She's amazing.
Cool.
Logan plugged his other band, so I have to plug Rabbit. I'm sorry. I listened to that album as well. I play viola on it. But Chelsea Wolfe is she has some early, really experimental sounding stuff that she does with strings that I'm really, really into. And some of the later stuff is like more hardcore or more even trip hop sounding.
Ooh.
It's she's a queen. I love her. And she collaborated with Chino from Deftones, I think, on a single. Maybe King Woman as well. But I like that genre or like aesthetic right now. But it always evolves. So excited to see what weird math shit these guys get me into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Thanks.
Yeah, Rabbit is really cool. They make really cool noises. And Finnish Postcard. I listen to Finnish a lot. I really like their music. Ray sends me a lot of albums, and I always listen to them like 3 or 4 months after he sends them to me, kind of like out of spite. Like, it's good music, but I'm always like, if he says to listen to it, I just can't physically do it. But it's always good, and I always like it. Right now, I've been really into like LCD Sound System. I've been listening to like all of their albums or all of his albums. It's just cool sounds. It's just like cool, but it's also like catchy. And I feel like we kind of hit a wave of that, of like those like big sounds and melodies. And I've been really kind of inspired by those noises. And like Maruja too, just because they're so like progressive. Like I feel like I haven't heard music that sounds like that, and that's always really interesting to listen to. And I finally listened to the Cameron Winter album that Ray sent me in December. Heavy metal. It's very good. But yeah, I try to be better about listening to new music, but I'm really bad at it. There's always new music constantly. And if I like a song, I'll listen to it like too much, just kind of get stuck on an album for a while and then kind of move on to the next.
Yeah. How do you prioritize the music that you listen to? Like, do you need to prioritize like what's closest to you in terms of like your contemporaries, as you said, or are you prioritizing your own like emotional needs?
A bit of both. I think like a lot of times I'll listen just to like feel good, but also like as an artist, you kind of want to like be tapped in with what other people are doing and like what's being put out as we're putting stuff out to kind of know where you sit in the lines of that. Like if you haven't listened to anything and like if you're like 10 years behind on music and you're like, oh my God, nothing sounds like this, but like a lot of stuff sounds like that. So it's good to do that. And also it's just cool. It's always cool when people make new and different stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's fun. But yeah, 50-50. I try to keep up. But Ray does the best at keeping up, probably.
Yeah. Do you all listen to the radio?
I listen to a lot of radio. I work with my dad. He's a carpenter, and he
Mhm.
listens to the radio from when he wakes up to when he goes to bed. And I
Wow.
used to like listen to it a lot with him as a kid.
Wow. What stations are you on?
He is on the SoCal Sound right now. That's
Okay.
been his big one.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to like go and surf before school, and he would play KCRW.
Yeah.
That was his go-to. Morning
Mhm.
becomes eclectic. We listen to the second half on the way to the beach and the first half on the way back.
Wow.
I think he's listening now. So
That's awesome.
Michael,
Hi, Michael.
Micah. A lot of bits. It's Arrested Development.
Baxter, what are you listening to? This is Baxter, by the way.
Bax. You listen to Jagg?
I have been listening to Jagg's last
Woo.
EP. I just wish it was a little bit longer. That's all I can say.
He's lying.
But I've been on a journey back in time. I'm a big fan of the last couple projects by Wednesday and MJ Lenderman. And I love a lot of the slide guitar stuff on there. So I've been listening back to Buck Owens and Don Rich country music from back when.
Have you heard Lorelei?
I have heard Lorelei.
Yeah, they're on tour with MJ Lenderman right now.
No
I'm friends with
way.
the guitarist in that band. They're really, really cool. Yeah, it's Dirtbuyer.
And MJ did a cover.
Yeah, he's on tour with them.
MJ did a cover of one of This Is Lorelei's songs.
Yeah.
Which
there
was
you
really
go.
cool.
No, yeah. I just got into MJ Lenderman and a few of those other bands like pretty recently. Very, very, very fun. Like point blank honesty coming out of MJ Lenderman's lyricism and everything. And it's really fun to see artists that are kind of uncomfortable like that.
Yeah, Adam from This Is Lorelei's definitely a genius. He played at the venue I live at, I think 2 months ago, and it was incredible. I live inside of a venue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really all it is.
Are you in the baked potato?
No.
Nah.
If I lived, no. I live inside this other venue called Make Out Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in. I know.
I think you have to clarify. There's a.
So
have a
okay. Yeah. So if you want to answer, so there's a. I live inside of a commercial warehouse or a commercial space that was converted into a living unit, and so there's multiple different units in this building, and so the last unit in the building was converted into a venue, and it was it's much more like sound treated, has a full PA, full stage, and everything, and then I live in the unit 2 units over, and our room serves as the green room, and then my roommate, Jeff, he owns the venue and runs all the shows basically with his team of guys. So
I went there to play I went there one time before I met him to play in a string quartet for an artist named Katie Crone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I posted a picture of the living room on Instagram because I thought it was so cool. I was swinging on the swing set in the living room, and then our friend Sam DM'd me and was like, "Hey, that's Logan's house," and I was like, "Whoa."
That's creepy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you so much for all of that context. That's awesome. Okay, so we were talking about MJ Lenderman, we were talking about Lorelei. We were talking about okay, so I have a little bit more questions about this venue living situation. Are you is your bedtime determined by the noise
no,
ordinance?
because I work at a venue that's
Right.
not where I live, and so typically I get off because I have to close that venue, and that venue has later hours, so I'm responsible there for opening and closing the spot. So once I close up and everything, by the time I get home, it's always about 2 a.m., which is way after everything is done at Make Out Music. They typically try to be done by like midnight.
Yeah.
But if there are shows going nights that I'm off, I mean, I'm on a later sleep schedule, obviously, so by default, I normally just go to bed after everything's done anyways. But in the event that I'm exhausted and people are still hanging out, which has happened like once, my room is completely soundproofed. I live basically in a storage vault, like a bunk room basically. So
Wow.
His door is literally like, like those safes in a bank.
A
It's
vault?
Like,
A vault door.
it's big.
Someone would. You're just gonna see a laser coming through it one day. It's
Give
gonna
me your
just fall
keys.
over the giant hunk of metal.
Sorry about that.
That's good. Bax, was that your full answer?
That was my full answer.
I loved your full answer. So country music as well, just getting back into the ride.
Yeehaw.
I've been listening to Wayward's new EP in Bliss. I don't know. It's just I saw Wayward perform with In Vitro at their album release show last May.
Yeah.
You were there?
Yeah, we're familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. But yeah, at their album release, Wayward supported them. And I don't know, there's something about like certain types of they're very hard rock, I would say. There's certain types of tones that just feel super meditative on my mind.
Yeah.
They're one of those bands. So, and I just kind of appreciated the sentiments that I was seeing like shared from Wayward directly about this upcoming project, and like the artwork really struck me. So I've just been kind of tapping into that. Yeah. And on the show here, like, I don't know, like I didn't ever see myself as a radio DJ prior to this experience and this opportunity that came up. And I still am like, see myself a little differently than I guess like a career or a traditional radio DJ would see themselves as, like, like an expert in music, or like even sometimes like the gatekeepers of music. Like I want to take advantage of the opportunity that I have to have a show and like do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Which mostly is like to play music by my friends or like the people that I could interact with in real life. And then also relating that to the sounds of our past and our history and, our forever. So that's what I've been listening to.
New Wayward.
New Wayward.
That came out like April, right?
I think it just came out like last week.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's
I'm
hot off the
behind.
press.
Did they do any single lead up or something? I swear I saw some push before, but I might be out.
You got to get on that, right?
Probably,
They were gigging.
Probably. Yeah.
You're sleeping
I need to
in.
wake up.
You're missing the drops,
Oh yeah.
the fresh finds.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so this Saturday you guys are playing?
Yes.
Run it back.
May 24th. Sorry. May 24th is Saturday. We're playing up at UC Davis. And then on May 25th, which this Sunday, we're playing at the Venice waterfront. I was saying beachfront, the waterfront. And then on June 1st, we're playing Resident in downtown LA with Rabbit Rabbit Rabbit,
That's cool.
as well as another band, Trash Day, and we have a wonderful friend of ours who's also a DJ, or like he spins, Pano's House. So
Okay, cool. So sweet.
And some of us. And never mind. Sorry. We're sorry.
No.
Okay, wait. Oh well, we're gonna play at my friend's birthday.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
When is that again?
The day before the resident.
You heard it. Everyone come.
But you
Everyone come to the
can't
birthday.
come, so just don't call the police if you hear it. Around in Santa Monica, on I'm not gonna say where, but you know.
June 2nd.
I'm sorry. My intrusive thoughts.
Have you guys played through the record in full on a stage yet so far?
No, I don't think we have. You wanna take the mic?
No.
Okay. Well,
You can't.
that doesn't count. We haven't played a full like live set, like plugged in everything for anyone. Really.
Okay.
No, but I know we are on Sunday, but we haven't done that prior. This was kind of like for the public wise, like this is most of what you'll hear. This is our
Your
debut.
debut.
To an extent, yeah.
Last night was.
We ran through 8 hours.
The first time hearing a lot of it like actually put together, and that was a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah. No,
Where
Yeah,
do you all
7.5.
rehearse?
At his place.
yeah, I have a pretty decent space in Lawndale that we get to practice out of, but then we also rehearse at
Make out music, his place.
At Makeout Music.
getting to rehearse on a stage is nice.
Nice.
Anyone want the mic? No.
I'm very inspired by all of this Los Angeles-ness in this LA story. I think that it's like such a unique experience. First of all, being born and growing up in Los Angeles from anywhere else, probably. Have you all like had any intentions of staying here long term? Are you excited to see other? Everyone's breathing heavily now.
I lived in Canada for a while when I was
Wow.
when I was a teenager, up in Montreal, and I dream of being back there. But
Wow.
there are some responsibilities of staying in this city right now, i.e.,
Music.
music.
Wow.
But Montreal for sure.
I think the goal is basically like we all have a space somewhere in LA that we can stay, and then we have another place that we stay at that's far away from LA. So I think that's just the goal for anyone like making it in music. So
Wow.
It's funny how much of reflecting on the LA-ness of this album has really made me feel
Yeah.
differently and think about it a lot. But I'm, yeah.
Differently how? Yes. Do you want to express how it makes you feel differently?
No, well, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm getting read to filth right now. Hey,
Phone is
whoa.
on military
Okay,
time.
look.
So funny.
All
Oh
I'm
my
saying
gosh.
is it's a toasty 19.5 degrees outside. And
Oh wow.
on top of that, public transit is just so fucking beautiful in Europe. And that's all I have on my mind whenever I'm stuck in my car for an extra 30 minutes on the way home of a 45-minute drive that I know I can make in 12 minutes when there's nobody else on the road.
Right.
up the city.
I like it here. I ride my bike everywhere.
Nice. West Side.
I bike to work for the environment.
Yes.
Oh, I like LA. I like the culture here. I mean, it can be frustrating. And it's very full and busy, but I like it. I like how much music there is and how much there is to do and how much it changes when you drive very little. And
Yeah.
also, I grew up in the ocean surfing, so that's kind of like a second home to me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really go like.
Yeah.
Oh, go for Lula. Lula.
Wait, you first.
It's just about the ocean. You first.
You first.
Okay. Well, you can answer this after Lula says something, but have you been like swimming since the fires, and like is it clean?
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for asking.
I actually work. It's actually super bad. No, I work for the city of Los Angeles. I work through Parks and Rec at a surf school for kids,
Yeah.
and it's fucking disgusting. The water
Jeez.
is really bad. I haven't been working there for a little bit, but yeah, these kids, they're gonna have cancer. Like, we should not be throwing these kids in the water. There's
Oh.
like debris and like, what's it called? What's the lead paint and like
Whoa.
asbestos? Yeah, it's really bad.
In the ocean?
From the fires, it all ran off. If you're like north of Malibu County, it's safe, and if you're south of like El Porto, like kind of just north of Redondo, it's good. But like from like Redondo to Malibu, there's a lot of debris in the water still from the fires,
Wow.
which is no good.
What's the plan? Do you know what the plan is?
I think they're just gonna wait it out. They're gonna thug it out. No, they're just waiting for the currents to take it down away.
I like LA.
You love
I love LA. Well, what I like, I guess this kind of relates to actually. This kind of relates to what you guys were saying about the fires, because I'm in Topanga Canyon, and we were affected by the fires. We had to evacuate. But one of the things that I like about LA is that there is a lot of variety.
Yeah.
So like when I'm at home, it feels so different from when I'm like in Santa Monica or when I'm like in Torrance or like anywhere.
Yeah,
So that is something that I can appreciate about LA.
totally. You just get access to so many different like experiences and landscapes, just very in close region, close range.
It's hard to picture anywhere else in America, really, with everything that LA has to offer at that. Like, I mean, it is spectacular just how much we have packed down here.
Yeah.
Like, it's really cool.
True.
And it makes sense why there's so much culture in it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just a little
Fun fact.
A city state.
A city
Thank
state.
you.
We like to have fun.
I have a personal question. Do you all feel a personal responsibility to play music? Or is it something that is like fun for you?
So glad this came up.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you brought up that Jungian thought earlier, I had a Ralph Waldo Emerson thought that I wanted to fire back about
Yeah.
the responsibility to create. Because,
Oh.
I mean, there's this impulse that I think we all feel, and like it's a creative thing. You know, you want to say something about the thing that you're observing in the world around you, and there's a lot of regret when like people don't tap into these things. But I think that, you know, if you have that first impulse, it is your utmost responsibility to yourself and to the environment that you're responding to make something of it and to make something creative in that moment. I mean, in a nihilistic way, you know, with the whole heat death of the universe and everything's so big and nothing matters, you know, let's just all say what we have to say about what we have about our environment. And if it relates to anybody, that's a beautiful thing. But, yeah, no, 100% creative responsibility. If you feel something, say it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
yeah.
that.
And that's collective consciousness thing, right? You know, like
Yeah.
we all can share impulse like that, but calling back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh no. I'll take it. Constant visual gags.
Too many bits. I mean, there are 6 of you. This is actually a controlled amount of bits, given there are 6 band members. You're controlled
We're being
right
very
now
good right now. We're trying to be polite.
on radio behavior. There are treats. If we need to bring in the cookies, just bring in the cookies. Say the, you know. Oh yeah, you need fruits. Do we need to bring in the snacks?
Bring in the fruits.
I think we should bring in the snacks. Thank you, Baxter Thomas Chase, for supplying our snacks today on Indigo Radio. And actually now is a good time to say thank you to the listeners of Indigo Radio, because what happened is I actually asked our audience if they were willing to participate. They are able to contribute. I thought that was candy corn, and I was like, candy corn in May is awesome.
I will
Steady
be
diet
holding
of
the mic
candy?
from now. I'm not hungry.
I haven't. They're really good. Okay, I'm gonna try one.
Should we do some
Thank
ASMR?
you for sharing. ASMR may be a little bit much for the listeners.
Kidding.
Kidding. You know, I think this is kind of crossing into like uncharted territory. ASMR on
you're
radio.
Chewing, man.
Do you want some?
I used to do ASMR on TikTok. My biggest video got 38 million views.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just recently got DM'd by, oh my god, Jason Derulo. I'll show you the DM.
Yeah, I saw you guys interacting with Jason
Yeah,
Derulo,
Jason
and I was
Derulo like DM'd me from his account. I was like, "Can I use your video?" And I thought he was gonna like talk about it, and he just fucking posted it on YouTube Reels.
reposted
It didn't even like. They don't even tag you. They put it in parentheses so that you can't click on the link.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was like on the Lad Bible and the Snapchat ads. But I used to scrape wax off surfboards to trending music,
Wow.
and then I got in trouble at my work for making money at work.
Of course.
So they made me stop because I was making money from it.
Is that not allowed?
They were not super chill about it.
That's just how it goes. People always get their feelings hurt when they find out
When
you're
your
making money
when your employee is doing a side hustle on the
while
clock,
on the clock.
that's like it's valid. It's fair.
The thing is like anyone
posted on the
at the
clock.
top would totally respect that hustle, I think. But then realistically, since they have to exploit you.
Yeah, they were like, "We'll do it on our account," and I was like, "Well, your account doesn't have any followers," and then they made me stop and did it on their account, and it bombed.
Oh my god.
And then I got shadow banned because I was
Whoa.
on the Creator Fund back when they had that.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. Well, thankfully that doesn't happen here on Indigo Radio. Because our contributors, the people who helped make this very project happen, are super awesome and they believed in our vision. And yeah, you all are the first band that we've had live on the show.
No way.
Yeah.
It's only going up from here.
Right? It's so awesome. And you guys shredded. Like, I just want to reinforce that in you as much as I possibly can. You totally shredded. You rock. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. And thank you everyone who listens to the show regularly and, let it happen. So, I don't know. I'm just excited about the whole thing.
Hell yeah.
Gratitude is key.
Gratitude.
Do you all put the peel? We're enjoying our snacks over here. Yeah. Do you feel like a shift in the season from the winter to this summer? Like, are you feeling things change?
Jagg does well when it's hot outside.
Really?
It's true.
Historically? Yeah, you're releasing.
Yeah.
I think we captured that today on the
It was
recording
hot in here.
and on the video. You know what? That's next time. We'll get that locked in for you. Yeah. Do we have anything that we want to plug specifically? Do you want to get into the nitty-gritty of that?
Car Fires on the Freeway is the name of our... Fuck it. Here you do it.
Our album's coming probably in about end of summer here. And our singles are going to lead those out. Very excited for that. Going to try and get in some video projects with this too. We're talking on some cool stuff that I'm really excited to get into. Got some background dancers. Got a
Ooh.
studio lined up. Sweating to the oldies type thing.
I love it.
We're definitely working on a new merch line. So if you want to buy our things, there will be more new things to buy.
Yeah.
Second album's in the making.
Second album's being written.
Sweet.
I've got a little project, but that's not what we're here for.
That's okay, though. It's relevant.
It is. Maybe I'll finish a book. Maybe I won't.
Hey, that's
Is anybody
pretty
else
lit.
working on anything? No? I mean, yeah, no, we're just really trying to put this thing out on its feet and get it out to a lot of people out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Been a lot of reinventing and trying to figure out what we want to do with that because it's so easy to do it so many different ways, but what feels right for us.
Yeah. And communicating with each other about how to do that cohesively.
We've had a lot of talking about what we want to do.
Please clarify.
So the show on June 1st, if you look it up, the event is called Megafauna. MEGAFAUNA. Megafauna was actually an old band name that Zach and we were going to put together, and it just never worked out. It was during COVID. We were trying to write via Zoom, but it just kind of came to me. It was like, oh, why don't we just call this show Megafauna because Jaguar, they're big cats. And then Rabbit, they're animals.
Wow.
And then Trash Day, I don't know where the connection is, but it felt like it fit. But Megafauna, if you look it up on Eventbrite or anywhere else, just that's it. That'll be Megafauna tour.
I like this. I feel like your vision and your connections and your network are all speaking to this global, environmental, natural landscape going on. You have animals, you have
That's exactly what we're doing.
Yes. Good. So this is proving maybe that you do share an unconscious memory.
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
Great. Thank you for clarifying that.
Of course, yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah. Okay, I had something else to ask you guys, but I'm just so entertained by your answers that, I'd suddenly lose it for a second. But, okay, your album's coming out at the end of summer, probably.
Probably, yeah.
I was going to ask about your social media.
What
I
about
know.
What about it? What do you need?
Oh, that's someone's already reaching for the mic. Someone's like, let me take this one.
we fucking hate social media, and we're not good at it. We're trying to get better so badly. We can't do it though, but we're working on it. But our Instagram is we are Jagg, and we're trying to have it be a little bit more personal and try to show who we are on our Instagram more, to connect with people.
Yeah.
But social media is very hard and it's very weird. I think
Yeah.
that's why we try to lean on our live shows more as what we want to be known
Absolutely.
for.
Well, I was gonna ask you, why do you feel like you or you said you suck at it? Is what you said?
Mostly engagement, but
What makes you say that? What is like your metric for that?
I think it's hard to like translate all the things that we do. Like for us, like we put a lot of thought into the writing room who our performances of like, what are we trying to express? What do we want people to feel when they listen to this? What do we want people to feel when they see it? And like that whole thing we're kind of good at, or
Yeah.
we're getting better at, and it makes sense. But translating that into social media is kind of a different animal that none of us fully are as good at like translating.
Cool.
So it's a little bit harder to come across as genuine, but also like you want to be genuine, but then you also want to like post a lot and have people like pay attention.
Right.
So it's hard to draw that line of like kind of being cheesy, kind of being real, and being also interesting.
Yeah.
I think there's also like an intention not to like conform to the typical like short form content also, because we have a lot of opinions about that. So just trying to maintain that balance, I guess, of, like being our authentic selves, but also not being like some TikTok typical. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I think some of the problem with content is that people are actually trying to create it's essentially creating a copy. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to create a new little piece of art to convey a representation of who you are rather than just like giving them a primary source of who you are, which just complicates things.
It's like trying to stay on 24/7 for whoever is scrolling by that given time.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel realistic. It doesn't feel very like in vein with what we've done and how we've done things. Trying to figure out how to do that in a way that feels compelling to somebody who's scrolling by or just encountering us for the first time in that kind of setting. It's daunting.
Yeah.
We also we do our best to take as much BTS footage as possible.
Right.
So with that, like we get our bits or our just something funny or
Yeah.
something that is authentic to us, and then we have a plethora of things we're going to be posting sooner or later. But I think that's one way that we do our best to kind of be as authentic as possible while still feeding into the machine and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your balanced approach of like with every effort that you make to reach people on the internet, you're also making an effort to reach people in real life or like with a more personal connection, a live connection, I think that that's a good philosophy to have, is to kind of stick to what you believe in and not submit to only one way, because I believe that it will all evolve. And maybe because things are happening so fast in our technology that at some point people might need a little bit of relief and rely even more on something that they can reach in person than they can reach online. Yeah. What were you going to say? Are you sure? I would love to hear what you have to say.
Well, I'm so new to this. I don't know. No, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like so much of one's identity gets lost in translation, especially with something like social media. And I don't know how to use social media, but I think my philosophy personally, which like I haven't shared with them, I just met them, I don't know if they do this, like, is like, with stuff with stuff like BTS footage or stuff that's kind of like silly or feels random or shit posting, which I love. I love shit posting. I think we should do more of it. No, I mean like I think like meaning can be subconsciously translated. Like even if something is just impulse or random, I mean there's always like some sort of symbolic meaning that I don't know, lies within like whatever subconscious motive kind of, I don't know, drew you to that idea. And I think like a lot of the writing process can be like that too, like with whatever music genre. And like, I mean, social media at this point is a form of art now to some. People do it like full time. But yeah, like I digress.
I appreciate that.
It's
Thank
just a
you for
thought.
sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think that it actually has become largely a form of art, and everybody is finding like a way to express themselves even in subtle ways. I personally think that everybody, if you're alive, is an artist and a creator. I mean, I think if you even just breathe, you generate oxygen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make your bed in the morning, you choose what kind of socks to wear, like, you paint your walls a certain color. I think that generally everybody is a creator and an artist. So I think social media is kind of bringing that out more and more and more. So I agree with you, essentially.
I don't even know if I agree with me. Sorry.
It even goes back.
We can
to
always change our mind.
that whole everybody should reflect the mirror thing. Like, even if it is just the way that we post, that is also us taking our creative action.
Yeah.
Like, that's that creative responsibility coming back in our posting.
Yeah. Sharing our thoughts and with the possibility that it might resonate with someone else. And
Yeah, in saying that, it's funny how like social media kind of enables so many more people to tap into that kind of feeling and to be present with their thinking and just to post it somehow.
yeah.
And then the challenge of trying to make an artistic enterprise or whatever is like, how do we do this in a way that also garners new attention and like finds new faces and stuff like that? And then, yeah.
I was also saying, like, as far as like social media being art for like what we do, it's like the social media is a lot more transactional. Like for us, it's like we're trying to do it to get exposure and to get people to listen to our music. Whereas like with the music, it's like if no one likes our album and no one listens to it, like we're all still pretty happy with what we made and we're proud of what we made and we like enjoy playing it. We enjoy spending time together. So there's like we're still expressing fully and like satisfied with that. But then when you do it to try to get people to pay attention to it, it's
Yeah.
kind of a different world
Yeah.
of like you don't get that kind of satisfaction after like a story post. I'm not like, well, sometimes I'm like, that was funny, but but I was like, I don't care if no one liked it. That was a funny story post, but it's not the same kind of like satisfaction.
Yeah, totally. Do you all need water? Does anyone need water? Everyone's okay? Okay. Hydrated. Do you need water? Do you need water?
Someone want that cookie?
Someone take the cookie.
It's like inches away.
Oh, please. Yes, absolutely.
Now that Zach is leaving the room, I don't actually have something primed. I wasn't ready for this.
Now that Zach is leaving the room.
Well, I wanted to have him hear me, like putting him on the spot, but without him here, I honestly do feel helpless.
Really?
Just a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
little
You
bit.
guys have established a whole.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
No, he is 100%.
He's the father.
The
Father.
original member.
He's the boss.
The singular original member?
Yeah, no, I actually recorded him in the first band, the Illegals, back in 2019. I was I was hired to produce their first demo EP,
Yeah.
and it did not go well.
No.
That did not. I think that actually it is still out on SoundCloud somewhere,
Hmm.
but ultimately that project, it is. I don't know if the one that I produced is. Is it?
Maybe not the EP?
I don't know exactly how many I even tracked. The thing. No, well, anyways, I forgot a lot of what happened at that time. And I also learned through that process that I was not very much of a producer and a little bit more of a person to be in bands rather than working with bands.
Yeah.
But that is how me and Zach got to know each other. And at that time, I was floored. I thought that Zach had such an amazing style that I wanted to be a part of really badly. And that kind of was it for 2 years until eventually I moved back to LA and I moved in with him. And then after going to do live sound for him, and I was just running the soundboard at a couple of his gigs with his last band, he asked me to come up and sing. And that was it. Everything since then has just been a massive roller coaster.
Wow.
But I am a little bit codependent on Zach's decision making and planning and everything like that to make things happen. Yeah.
Yeah. I am really inspired by your friendship. I really am, because it's such an amazing feeling, honestly, when you're like, I don't know, you have this like raw heart, you know, where you're like, I'm just putting my fingers into music like this, and then you hear somebody play that you're like, yes, exactly. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't have to question it. It just feels very good on your raw heart, and then you end up spiraling into this whole lifestyle intertwined with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
I don't
it happened
know.
really quickly. And now, I mean, that's my best man every day of the week. I'm sorry, William, but I met Zach first. Actually, the same kind of thing happened the first time I worked with William, because William stepped in to produce one of my songs back in 21.
Nice.
And that day, I normally crawl through recording anything. But he and I managed to put out a rather solid, well put together song in 4 or 5 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, no, and it
Nice.
never got released or anything. But right then and there, it was like, this is dialed. We're going to end up doing more things together.
Yeah.
And on the way out of the door, he stopped me to tell me that he loves me, and I told him, and I love him right back right then. It was the first time that we hung out, but that was it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so great. I was actually just saying yesterday, I was like, I feel like right now we can tell each other we love each other a little early.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's casual. You know what I mean? Like, you're friends. I think that we can just kind of say that if you even feel that a little bit. Isn't that, I think you guys share that philosophy.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Why wait?
Why wait?
Yeah.
Live your life in gratitude and
Yeah.
appreciation and love for everyone. It makes
You knew that.
life is balanced of negative and positive. If you keep your here, I'll take it.
Let's hear that. Let's hear that.
If you keep your head on a more positive side, not in a toxic way, negating the negative, if
Yeah.
you just are grateful on a daily basis and you tell your friends how much you care about them and tell everyone like, oh my God, Zach, you know what? That's a really nice jacket. You look really good in that. It fits you. And like, if you just like throw compliments out at people, like it helps. And so like telling your friends and the people around you that you love them, it only goes further instead
Yeah.
of like stops right there. So
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, I'm pretty passionate about gratitude.
I agree. I think that it's incredible. And I think that it's incredible because, well, first of all, I just want to say that I think all of you bring a lot of positivity. Like, I think that your positivity is strong and potent enough to kind of like override any sort of negativity. Yeah, it's positive heavy, if you will, which is so awesome.
Thank you. We definitely try.
We test positive for a lot.
You
Yeah.
test positive. I can
We're-
substantiate that with this experience of meeting you and talking to you. But I think that you're right with gratitude, because there are some times where like it feels like you're meeting negativity right at zero, at unity gain, if you will. Where it's like negativity is pushing against you just as fast and hard as you can meet it with just your neutrality. And so gratitude is just like a way to like give it one little nudge
Back
back.
off, bro.
Yeah, and every nudge sometimes is significant, because sometimes you can just like nudge it far enough to where you're like, oh, I'm actually totally fine and life is good, you know? Like, I'm okay, which I'm individually very grateful to be able to say that, because I also experience pretty constantly like just an awareness of how different everybody's lives are, and an awareness of our positionality and privilege. And I don't know, I just think that every time like I say something like that, I find myself getting in the weeds, because then I'm like, oh God, you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
I am so inexplicably thankful to be able to say that life is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to just be in the positions that we are, it's just, how could you not be grateful?
Yeah.
How could you not be grateful to have an incredible group of people, for myself, like incredible group of musicians, lovely people that we just get to make music, go play shows, we put the time and the effort in, and we commit and we dedicate ourselves to it. But I mean, at the end of it, like, I wouldn't be wanting to play with anyone else. Like, I mean, as Ray said, his connection with Zach is unbreakable, and like my connection with Zach, like I can't say I feel the same way because of my, no, okay, that's wrong context.
I
wrong
love
like,
that.
I can't say the same for you because my feelings are vastly different. But like, I love Zach so much, and I'm grateful for this group beyond. Like, I've listened to Jagg for the longest time, and like, when you saw them for the first time, you were instantly hooked. When I saw you guys for the first time, it was instantly hooked. I grabbed you a water bottle at that show.
A little act of service, a little love language. See, you don't have to wait.
Love these guys.
Good.
It's very good. Yeah, I've been also thankful too. I got very sick at the beginning of the year, and we haven't been gigging because of it. And this is like one of my first like month back.
Yeah.
I was like sick for like 4 months with a really bad lung infection.
Wow.
So I've just been like extra thankful to like be playing music with my friends again. And it's been really nice, and they were all really cool when I was down and supportive. But it's really special to be back here
Good.
and performing again.
Are you feeling well?
I'm feeling better.
Okay, you're feeling better. Okay, so
Yes.
that's like the other thing is like evolving your understanding of joy and gratitude to fold in reality, which includes grief and includes struggle and stress and pain and yeah. That's all. These are literally just my thoughts. It's rhetorical. This
Hell yeah,
point.
positivity.
Yes, radiate.
Yes.
Did you guys expect to be talking this long? Yeah, this was gonna be a 5-minute chat. Would it have been better that way? Would you have did we get too real?
This is wonderful.
This is fun. I know. I personally had an agenda of wanting to get to know you. Lula's
I
really
talk
opening up.
sometimes. I don't know about that.
I feel like now we should get to know you, and it's like, or I mean, maybe they know you. I don't really know, but I have so many questions. Oh,
You
okay.
do.
Yeah,
That's actually kind of cool.
like you
Feel
play
free.
music. I'm like curious, like
Yeah.
what your story is. You said you never thought you'd be a radio host. What did you think you were gonna be?
You know, okay, I'll begin. I was born in Tucson, Arizona, and I lived there for 18 years. And my whole growing up, I was like, I have to leave. And that pressure felt so increasing. But also from the very beginning, since probably about, honestly, from the very beginning, like I started learning songs, I would sing, and I really just loved to learn songs and sing in all settings. And so that became something that was integrated in my life. I joined choirs, I did musical theater. I did what you can do in Tucson, Arizona to express yourself in like a musical creative sense. And then eventually, you know, I met people who had access to instruments, and then we started playing instruments together. And I had written songs throughout the beginning. So I had like a lot of these like floating musical pieces, some of these that are more structural and established, but then this motivation to be like, I really feel like I need to push forward elsewhere, and I don't want to live in Tucson, Arizona for the rest of my life. I will say now that I don't live there, I appreciate it so much more, and so much of that pressure is taken off. But yeah, I accomplished that goal because I wanted to go to LA. I figured out that LA might be the spot. So I came out here, started working on some of my music that I had written, and I met really great people. And that was like the fusion moment where I was like, oh, I have what I'm bringing. And then I met exactly who I needed to meet. So our good friend Sam Gazarian, we were in the same major. We were recording arts majors. So we studied sound engineering together. And yes. So that happened later on. So Jamie, who's the bassist, thank you so much, of In
Killed it.
Vitro. Yes, he's the bassist of In Vitro. He was also a recording arts major. So I went to go see one of their shows, and I heard their music, and I was like, whoa, this is definitely it, you know? So I asked Jamie if they'd be down to work with us for a project, and then it turned into a whole thing. which is like that same feeling that you were talking about when you just hear something or you're like, yeah, like that clicks, you know? But anyways, meeting Baxter and meeting Hunter and meeting Sam and then meeting the whole network of friends that just like had a shared mentality of like accessing their impulse and taking the responsibility to do it. It's been like a 6-year training course of how to make it happen. So from that point, we started writing songs together. We've started playing shows together. And our own circumstances have really shifted, and we shifted back against it and kind of adapted. So we've been working on projects individually, and then along the way, we do whatever we feel like is right. And I think that honoring the balance of life for me is what makes me most successful as someone who creates. So taking the opportunity to start this radio show has actually taught me so much about everything: music, people, responsibility, myself. And I think that it is feeding into like my ultimate motivations, which connect very deeply to music.
I have a tangential question about in vitro that I
Yeah.
was hoping maybe you could help us with.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are any of them test tube babies?
Uh-huh.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
So it is a personal background then.
Yeah, it is.
Got you.
Yeah.
Who?
Um,
Is that not?
I
Is
don't
that too
think we can
personal?
say.
Sorry.
I think
Okay.
that
Never mind. Never mind.
Do know.
Okay, I didn't.
I'm not gonna leave it until you know who it
I
is.
haven't gone out and asked personally when I've had the opportunity, but I'm a test tube baby, so
Really?
I connected with that part. I was like, okay.
That's so
But
cool.
Yeah. No. Yeah. My mom is turning 75 this year.
Nice.
Or no, 78. Jesus Christ.
Congratulations to your mom. Happy
yeah,
birthday.
no, she's amazing. Yeah, no, 75 next year, 74 this year. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. No, yeah. So I was always curious, like, is that
Yeah.
actually from personal background? But okay.
No,
Got
but
it,
you
it
should
is.
talk to them. They
I
would.
will.
They probably would not even care if I said
Probably
it on
not,
the show. But
probably
just for
not.
the sake of, you know,
Yeah,
assurance.
personal.
Yeah. I'll let you ask them.
I will.
In the fridge together.
Yeah.
Oh my
no,
gosh!
exactly.
Imagine you were
Trying to find out.
fridge mates.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we already were.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. Wow, really?
Her and Phineas.
Her and Phineas were created in tubes. And they happen to be the most successful.
Wow.
Wait a second. What's going on? Collective conscious. We really found something out here.
Manifested in a lab.
Yes, manifested in a lab to be the muse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Baxter, can you answer the question that they asked too? Because I kind of danced around some things just because the truth is that I'm also at a point of going through a portal where I'm about to come up on the other side and it's going to be a different situation. You know what I mean? Like things that have been cooking in the lab for a while are coming to fruition. And so I'm like, I can't really say that much, but it's all going to clear up soon. You'll know.
Can I say that
Yes,
much?
Yes. Please say whatever you'd like to
Okay,
say.
so Hannah and I have been collaborators for almost the entire time that I've lived in Los Angeles, and you know, whether that be music or screen printing or helping her out with her broadcast, it's always been great, and I do, yeah, and she does too. We'll talk later, but we have had a project in the works for a long time that's gone through a lot of ebbs and flows. We played a lot of the material in our show together way back when. We had started recording it, and through a variety of personal, I don't know, situations, changes in life, what have you, it slowed down almost to a halt. We were always working on it just a little bit, and over the last year or so, we've really taken to it with a fervor, so to speak, and we'll be happy to announce some big things coming up, but I believe
Yeah.
we have some new music coming out in the next couple weeks. Yeah. We are called Something Indigo, a variation on...
Indigo Hills. I started as Indigo Hills as like a little solo project, which she's still there somewhere.
Which
you
is where
know.
I first met her.
That's where he met me, yes.
She was trying to play a show and she needed a backing band, and the rest was history.
That's right. But when we started to fuse together as a band is when I was like, oh, I have these songs and you guys play really well with me. So let's create it into a whole thing, and we did. What was I gonna say about? Oh, I was gonna say that the fervor was there from the very beginning, but this past several years has been a master class in like pushing back against what pushes against you. And sometimes it pushes really hard and you're like, I'm squished against whatever surface is behind me. So I think that these past couple years have like really shaped out the fact that like at any cost, by any means necessary, like we've been training, we've been building the muscles to get through.
And
all
we
that.
have a responsibility to create, like we said earlier.
Yeah, not to abandon.
But yeah, you give it.
I mean, I was gonna say, you know, that I think there's a lot of shared feeling of being pushed against a wall and being like really against all the little things that hold us up as artists. But if anything, feels like the wall's breaking a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Age of Aquarius is looming, but
Yes.
with that, you know, it just feels like the right time, and I think that we're resonating here a little bit on these feelings. But that's all I got there.
Thank you. I'm loving resonating with you all. It is time to say goodbye. Can you tell them where you're from really quick?
Yeah,
Baxter, everyone wants to know where you're from.
Born in Wisconsin, raised in Washington State, learned how to make stuff here.
Hell yeah. Thank you. This has been Indigo Radio. Jagg has been live on the show. We'll see you next week on Thursday. Thank you, everyone.
We love you, Jagg. Thank you, Jagg.
Thank you. So cool. Wow, guys. That was so great.